पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं वादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। The verse number is 61. 61. I chant and you open the book. Just follow me. अज्ञान सर्प दृष्टस्य ब्रह्म ज्ञान औषधं विनः किमु वेदैश्च शास्त्रैश्च किमु मंत्रैः किमौषधैः. I repeat again one more time. अज्ञान सर्प दृष्टस्य ब्रह्म ज्ञान औषधं विनः किमु वेदैश्च शास्त्रैश्च किमु मंत्रैः किमौषधैः. The translation is, for one who has been stung by the cobra of ignorance, the only remedy is knowledge of Brahman. Of what use are the Vedas and the scriptures, mantras and medicine to such a victim of poison? One more time, I repeat the translation. For one who has been stung by the cobra of ignorance, the only remedy is of the knowledge of Brahman. Of what use are the Vedas and scriptures, mantras and medicine to such a victim of poison? Here Shankaracharya gave some very beautiful and very practical examples to make us understand the importance of self-realization. And Shankaracharya only can make understand a seeker very simple way, very deep knowledge, but very simple way. Examples are very simple, direct. So first example is, he says, ignorance is like a cobra. As a cobra sting anybody, and due to the poison, the victim of poison slowly becomes unconscious. The organ stop their work and the victims die. The first work is of cobra's poison, unconsciousness. Unconsciousness. If someone is unconscious, this is the sin in the scriptures. That is why every religion all over the world not accepting for drug. Every religion in the world is not allowing for drug because drug does the unconscious. And in spirituality, consciousness, your alertness, attentiveness is the most important thing. So cobra's poison first make unconscious, then slowly its other effects works and the body system stop their work and the victim dies. In example, Shankaracharya says, what is required to save a victim of poison? We have to understand the rule of cause and effect. What is cause and what its direct effect. So if someone is victim of poison, what he should do? Nothing, he should take antidote. Antidote is required. Then the person will recover. So direct treatment is antidote. So here Shankaracharya says, if someone is victim of poison, immediately give him antidote. Kimu Vedaischa Shastraischa. If we do not give him antidote of poison and we start chanting of mantras, we start doing of japas, we start doing other things, these things will not work, will not help. Chanting has its significance. Its results different. But in such condition where victim is of poison, it needs antidote, not a chanting of Vedas, not chanting of mantras, not reciting Gita. Kim Vedaischa Shastraischa. The chanting of the scriptures will not help him. So this is the example. Very straightforward. Same, if someone is in ignorant condition, what is the aushadhi? What is the medicine for ignorance? What is the medicine? So he wrote, Brahma Jnana Aushadham. The only medicine is knowledge of Brahman. Knowledge of Brahman. Brahmagya. In ignorance, what happens? In ignorance, we forget our essential nature. By ignorance comes forgetfulness. And if you do not remember who you are, the most miserable condition is in your life. Then all miseries will come. Because you don't know who are you. Then slowly, the cycle of the death and birth starts. All kinds of problems will start because of ignorance. So medicine is, direct medicine is Brahma Jnana. Shankaracharya says, you have to know Brahman. And if you know the Brahman, automatically you will know yourself, because you and Brahman is not different. The essential nature is the same. The reality is the same. So, Brahma Gyan Ausadam, only Ausad, medicine, is the knowledge of Brahman. Without knowledge of the Brahman, if you chant Vedas, scriptures, doing mantras, and other kind of knowledge, they will not help you. We know useless things. We have lots of knowledge. The knowledge is useless. But if you want, remove of ignorance, only medicine is the knowledge of Brahman. If you don't have knowledge of the world, it makes no difference. But it is good for you. If you have other knowledge, then okay. If you don't have, then also okay. The most important thing is you have to know the Brahman, your essential nature. This is the direct medicine. Or Brahmagyan is the direct knowledge. Agyan sarpadrishtasya Brahmagyan ausadam vina kimu vedaischa shastraischa kimu mantrai kim ausadai. Other will not help you. You have to attain the knowledge of the Brahman. The next one. I chant. You just follow me. Na gacchati vina panam vyadhi raushad shabdataha vina parukshanubhavam brahma shabdai na muchyate. I repeat again. Na gacchati vina panam vyadhi raushad shabdataha vina parukshanubhavam brahma shabdai na muchyate. The translation is, the disease is not cured by merely repeating the name of the medicine without taking it. Similarly, without direct realization, none can be liberated by a mere utterance of the word Brahman. I repeat against the translation. The disease is not cured by merely repeating the name of the medicine without taking it. Similarly, without direct realization, none can be liberated by a mere utterance of word Brahman. Now Shankaracharya is giving another example. And very funny example, like a joke. A great master can make a joke, a great knowledge. So secret, so deep, but he is capable. He has capacity to make so easy. He can tell in jokes, in stories. So first example we have finished. Now another example he gave. Like a person who got a disease and went to see doctor and said, "Doctor, I am sick." And doctor examined him properly, diagnosed him, and finally doctor said, "Yes, you are sick. But I know what is your sickness. So I am giving some medicine, some instructions to you. Every day you should take morning, afternoon, and evening. 3 times a day you should take. And after 1 week, you come again to me, then see what happened. So the person go back their home, and after 1 week, he came back to the doctor, and doctor said, "How are you feeling right now?" He says, "No, doctor, I'm not good. I'm not feeling good. My disease is increased. I'm feeling more sickness." So doctor was surprised. How is possible? Because medicine is proper. It should work. What the problem? Then doctor said, "Have you taken medicine improperly?" The person said, "Doctor, you gave me the name of the medicine. I took my home, and every day morning take my bath, and in my sacred place every day chanting. I was chanting every day 108 times. I was reciting again and again 108 times in the morning, and same I do afternoon, and same I do at night. So 3 times a day, thrice a day I do continuously without any gap. I was chanting every medicine. So doctor was smart. He said, "You are not bodily sick, you are mentally sick. You need treatment in your mental level. You are sick." Shankaracharya says, "Na gacchati binapanam aushadhi vyadhi aushad shabdata." If someone just chant the name of the medicine, it will not cure. For cure, it should panam, it should take. It should have a properly medicine. Then medicine will work, not name of the medicines. Understand? Name of the medicine will not cure. Medicine cure. So you have to take it in time, in proper way, then you will be recovered. Same, Bina paroksha anubhavam brahma shabdaina muchate. Now, what is the purpose of the example? He says, aparoksha jnanam. Aparoksha jnanam means direct realization. If you want happiness, if you want healthiness, if you want freedom, the only thing is aparokshanubhavam, direct knowledge of the Brahman, not second hand. You experience through your senses, through your mind, your intellect, direct you and Brahman, not via, bina parokshanubhavam. If you want happiness, if you want immortality, supreme consciousness, if you want to know your essential nature, you must have a parokshanubhuti, direct knowledge of supreme consciousness. The word Brahman The word Brahman, it's not work. The word Brahman is just word, just explanation to make understand us. It's a communication, but not realization. So Shankaracharya says, Vina Parukshanubhavam, you have to direct realization, direct, without any layer. Now we know Brahman. Everyone knows. But it is not pure Brahman. It is with someone. It is with body. It may be with minds. This is not pure Brahman. So this is not direct Parukshanubhuti. Vina Parukshanubhavam. If you want this, then you have to direct knowledge of Brahman, and direct knowledge of the Brahman is direct knowledge of yourself, because you and Brahman is not two things, they are one. The names are different, but you are not different. The names is Brahman and individual soul, Jiva, but reality is the one. So he says, Vina Parukshanubhavam, without direct knowledge of the Brahman, the sickness of the world, the restlessness of the world, the death and birth of the world, you will not be free. Only Brahman, Brahman, chanting the name of the Brahman, it will not work. Be careful. If you chant Brahman, Brahman, it is good. It will be very meritful, very pure mantra. More meritful than other mantras, like Om. So Brahman is the very, very high level word, high level mantra. You can chant it. It would be very good for merit. But it will not give you liberation. It will not give you liberation. If you want only merit, heaven, then you can chant. It would work. Very meritful. But if you want liberation, then you have to realize direct Brahman, the direct Brahmanubhuti, the realization of the Brahman is the only medicine for the world. Now next one, another example. Akritva drishya vilayam agyatva tattvam atmanah brahma shabdahi kuto muktihi rukti matra phalai niranam. I repeat. Akritva drishya vilayam agyatva tattvam atmanah brahma shabdahi kuto muktihi yukti matra phalai niranam. The translation is, without achieving the dissolution of the world of perceptions and without realizing the truth of self, how one can achieve full liberation by a mere repetition of word Brahman? Surely it will result only in a wasteful effort of speech. I repeat again, translation. Without achieving the dissolution of the world of perceptions and without realizing the truth of self, how one can achieve full liberation by a mere repetition of the word Brahman, surely it will result only in a wasteful effort of speech. Very beautiful verse. Very beautiful. An example, akritva drishya vilayam. We have to do two things because we have two perspectives. One is the objective word, and another is subjective. You are and you're against, you're in front. We can division only two. You and other. You are the subject, all other is opposite you. Like your consciousness, the other is unconscious. Now starts, other is mortal, you are immortal. Just opposite, quite opposite, you and against you. You are not visible. Shankaracharya says, Drishyam, whatever is visible, the all objective world is visible. We can see by our sense organs, our mind, and today the technology had developed so many devices, instruments. We can see the micro like atom. We can see. We have capacity to see them because we have some instrument devices. So they are all are drishyam, visible. So all things is visible drishyam. Just opposite you. You are invisible. You are seen. All things are seen. You are seen. So now, in ignorant state, what is happening? All the objective word is very strong. We cannot deny it. Very strongly, it is in front of us. So what you have to do? You should do Drishyam Vilayam. Vilayam. Laya means destruction, annihilation. How? By knowledge. As in previous verses, we studied that a sadhak, a seeker should have Shama, Dama, Uparat. So Shama means control of your mind. Dama means control of your sense organs. And lastly, Uparati, then you withdraw yourself from objective world. When you withdraw yourself from objective world, this is the vilayam of the objective world. Like when we are in deep sleep, in sound sleep, there is no drishya, no objective world. In your sound sleep states, there is no visual anything. If you are in palace like King Janaka, you are in palace, everything is there. But for you, nothing is there. You are in deep sleep. So that time, that state, everything is gone. So this is the vilayam. Things are there, but not for you. Things are there, they are for available for other persons, not for you. Sankaracharya says, Akritva Drishya Vilayam. So first, a seeker should have done all objective world, all objectives, Vilayam, destruction, like in deep sleep. When you withdraw from all over the world and you come closer yourself, then there is no outer world. For you, if you withdraw yourself all over the objects and you come closer to yourself inside, then there is no outer world for you. You are alone. So this is Vilayam. In deep sleep, the Vilaya, the destruction of the outer world happens, but it process no go ahead. But here, Gyatva Tattvam Atmanaha. In here, when you finish the all the world and you realize yourself, Gyatvam Tattvam Atman. Only one thing will be appear. Two things cannot be appeared. World and you, two things not possible. I heard a story somewhere. A father said, his son, I want to take you to see a movie. You come with me and we will watch the movie. So son asked his father, he was going to see first time. So he asked, what the movie? And where it play? The father said, it will play on the screen. So there is two things, movies and screen. He said, okay, I will see both things. I want to see both. Movies and screen also. They went, but they were late. Movie already started. And son enjoyed movie. And he asked his father, Father, I am watching the movie, but I cannot see the screen. You promised me. You promised me you will show me movie and screen also, both. But I'm not able to see screen. I want to. The father said, this is not possible. Both things cannot be seen together. If there is a movie, then you cannot see the scene. If you want to see scene, screen, then stop the watching movie. Movie like your words. Different images comes and goes continuously. Drishyam means you can translate it like a movie. Continuously it goes and comes, goes and comes. So many pictures, so many thoughts comes and goes your mind on you. So simultaneously, movie and screen we cannot see. You can see movie or screen. If you want to see screen, then stop the movie. Same Sankaracharya says, if you want to see Tattvam, realization, your reality, Tattvam, yourness, your essential nature, then stop watching the movie, the world, and come closer to yourself. Akritva Drishti Vilayam. And the person who has not stopped watching movie, he cannot see the screen. Brahma Shabdai Kuto Mukti. So, self-realization is the must. Only the Brahman Shabd. Be careful. Sankaracharya is very straightforward. Someone are chanting always, I am the Brahman, I am the Brahman, I am the consciousness, I am the consciousness. He says no, it makes no difference. It is not matter of chanting. It is a matter of understanding. It is a matter of realization. Not for chanting. This is a very high level mantra. If you want to chant mantra, chant. Yes, you chant mantra. They will give you some merit. But these mantras, like Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, Pragyanam Brahm, these are not for chanting. These mantras are for realization, for experience. Shabda Brahma Shabdai Kuto Mukti, Mukti Matra Phalai Niranam. So chanting has its significance. But its meaning is different. Its way is different. Its object is different. Its result is different. You cannot compare with the realization. Sankaracharya says, Brahma Sabdai Kuto Mukti, only chanting I am the Brahman, I am the Brahman, I am the Soham, Shivoham. These mantras are not for chanting. These mantras are for realization. So now next one. Akritva Satru Sangharam Agatva Khila Bhumisrayam Raja Ahamiti Sabdan No Raja Bhavitu Marhati. I repeat again. Akritva Satru Sangharam Agatva Khila Bhusriyam Raja Ahamiti Sabdan No Raja Bhavitu Marhati. The translation is, without eliminating his enemies and without bringing the splendor of the whole kingdom under his sway, why merely repeating I am the emperor, one cannot become an emperor. One more time, the translation, without eliminating his enemies and without bringing the splendor of the whole kingdom under his sway, by merely repeating I am the emperor, one cannot become an emperor. Now, it's giving another example. Very practical. Very practical. He says, like a Persian, he says, I am the emperor. I am the emperor. Emperor means I have everything. So it is not possible. If you want to be emperor, there must something you have to do, like without eliminating your enemy. Akritva Satru Sangharam. If you are emperor, then it is a must. Your enmity is a must. Because if your possessive nature makes enmity, if you possess less things, your enemies are less. If you possess more things, your enemies are more. If you are emperor, then your enemies are unlimited. Unlimited. Because you also want possession of objects, of persons, and other people also want same thing. So enmity is compulsory. Everyone wants same objects. You also want objects, same objects other people also want. Objects are limited, so fighting is compulsory. If you want to become an emperor, then your enemies are unlimited. Very clear. Mahabharata war because of the kingdom. No other reason. Everyone. Because of objects. Because of greediness. Because of ego. Possessive nature. And if you are emperor, then like war of Mahabharata, it will be going to happen. No one can stop. Akritva, and you have to kill your enemies. Lord Sri Krishna also told Arjuna, Jai Satrum Mahabahu, you kill them. You kill your all enemies. If you want kingdom, you have to kill all your enemies. Otherwise, they will kill you. If you want to be emperor, then don't chant, I am the emperor, I am the emperor. Just do some things like Shatru Sangharam. You have to kill your all enemies. And other thing is Agatva Kila Bhusrayam. And you possess all things. So every emperor has to do two things. One is the killing of his all enemies, and other is to possess all over the world. And see, your possession is more, your tension is more. If you have lots of things, you have lots of tension. Our rishis were very clear about that thought. If you want peace, then renunciation is a part. Renunciation. So, Akritva Satru Sangharam Agatva Kila Bhusrayam. Two things you have to do. One is killing your enemies and possession all over the world. If you are emperor, then your fear is more. I remember one more story today. Once it happened, two wandering monks. One was Guru, Master, and other was his disciple. They were wandering because they were wandering monk. And one day, at the night, they were traveling one place to other, and it was getting dark. So Guru said to disciple, hurry up, here is fear. Hurry up, here is fear. The disciple thought, what is fear for us? We are monk. We have nothing. What is fear? The Guru said again and again, same things. Hurry, this place is not safe. We have to reach a safe place because it is getting dark. So disciple thought, what is fear for us? Fear is for them who has something, who has collected objects. Fear is for them. What is fear for us? We have nothing. And they reached the outskirts of a town. There was a well. The Guru said, now we have reached almost the town. Here is a well. We will stay here for some time, take a bath, do stapa, meditation, our puja, etc. So disciples said, okay. So Guru went for a toilet, open toilet. The disciple was thinking, what is fear? So he searched the bag of Guru, small bag, and he found there is a gold, a piece of gold. He smiled. Oh, that is the cause for fear. And he took and threw it in the well. They bathed and they did everything, japa, meditation, and then Guru said, now we have to reach immediately in the town because here also fear. The disciple said, no, no fear. Fear I threw in the well. So Guru thought, what he is saying? Fear he threw in the well, and he searched his bag and he found that there is no piece of gold. The Guru smiled, said, okay, you did good. I have been carrying since last 2 years without any cause. I am fearful. The fear was always in my mind. So thank you for make me fearless. Shankaracharya says, if you want to be emperor, you have to kill your enemies and possess all over the world, not only saying, I am the king, no one can become a king. Now last one, very important mantra. I chant it. Aptoktim khananam tatho parishirat dutkarshanam suikritim निक्षेपासम अपेक्षते नहि वही शब्दैस्तु निरगच्छति तत्ब्रह्म विदोपदेश मनन ध्यानादिभि लभ्यते माया कार्य तिरोहितम स्वममलम तत्त्वं न दुर्युक्तिभि. I repeat again. आप्तोक्तिम खनिनम तथोपरि शिलाद्युत्कर्षणम स्वीकृतिम निक्षेपासम अपेक्षते नहि वही शब्दैस्तु निरगच्छति तत्त्वत् ब्रह्म विदोपदेश मनन ध्यानादिभि लभ्यते माया कार्य तिरोहितम स्वममलम तत्त्वं न दुर्युक्तिभि. The meaning is, the treasure hidden deep below under the earth can be found only when exact site is known. Its vacation excavation carried out, and the earth, stone, etc., covering it are removed. Never can it be come out by merely calling its name. Similarly, the pure truth of the self, hidden by ignorance, and its effect can be attained through the instructions of one who is knower of the Brahman, followed by reflection, meditation, etc., but never can be the self emerge and manifest itself by repeating perverted reasoning. One more time, that the treasure hidden deep below under the earth can be found only when exact sight is known. Excavation carried out, and the earth, stone, etc., covering it are removed. Never can it come out by merely calling its name. Similarly, the pure truth of the self, hidden by ignorance, and its effects can be attained through the instructions of one who is knower of the Brahman, followed by reflection, meditation, etc., but never can be the self emerge and manifest itself by repeating perverted teaching. Today's very important verse, he says, if someone wants the jewel's stone which is hidden in the earth. In ancient time, the people had no banking system. So their valuable things hide in the earth. And in Sanskrit, we call the earth Ratna Garbha. Ratna Garbha means who has gemstone in her womb. There are everything in the earth. Everything, gold, diamonds, Kohinoor, crude oil, everything, whatever we have, it has outcome from the earth. Everything is in hide in earth. So we call it Ratna Garbha. Here is everything. Here is coal, diamonds, gold, silver, zinc, everything, everything. Uranium, plutonium, everything. Where is in the earth? So earth is Ratna Garbha. The earth hide everything. Its garb, womb, everything is in front of us, but we cannot use without digging it. We have to dig the earth. And for, if you want to, the diamond, the gold, first thing is you have to know exact location where these things are hidden. So aptokti means the person who can say, apta means in Sanskrit, who is knowledgeable and true teller. He did not misguide anybody. So apta means who know everything and tells truth. So we have to know exact location of the gold. Today we have technology to find out of exact location. So anyway, the first thing is you have to know exact location of the golds. Then next process is excavation. Excavation and start digging. In this way, the mud will come, stone will come, and you remove. Finally, apekshate, you will reach your goal, your target. Same here, Tat Brahma Upadesh, same, the Brahman is also hidden in you. The Brahman is hidden in you by your ignorance. There are so many layers of your ignorance. So find out Brahman. What you should do? Tat Brahma Vidopadesham. First, you listen. Listen why Upanishad, why Guru. Then Mananam. Now start next process. Mananam means reflection, reasoning. And then Dhyanam. Dhyanam means Nididhyasan. In Vedantic language, we say it Nididhyasan. Then you do Nididhyasan. And by this process, Labhyate, you will find your essential nature, the Brahman, the Atman, Maya Karya Tirohitam, and the result of ignorance will disappear. You will find the Brahman, Samalam, Tattvam Naduryuktibhi, and don't waste your time in argumentative nature. Don't waste your time in wrong arguments. So, listen the Brahman, reflect the Brahman, and meditate the Brahman. You will find your reality. Today, we have to stop here. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Puna Puna Isharo Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyom Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti.